All right. And welcome back to Talk Smack with Mac MMA. I got a bad motherfucker on the pod, Josh Depace, right? That's how you say it?
Depace, yep, you got him.
Yeah, that's a badass name, man.
Thank you, man. Born with it.
Yeah, you're fortunate. Some people have some whack names. You got a dope name. Kind of goes along with, do you pace yourself in your fights, I'm assuming?
I'd be trying to, man. I've heard it all before about Depace.
Yeah.
I hear it all the time, man.
I can only imagine. My last name is McDonald, bro, so I get it all the time too. So,
no joke, right?
yeah, oh man, all the time. So I appreciate you jumping on the pod, man. I know you got a fight coming up with April 29th, Cage Wars 52. I know you're coming off back-to-back decision losses, man. That shit sucks. So I know you want to get in there and just light somebody the fuck up.
Oh, yep. And unfortunately, Mark Moses is going to be that man.
Yeah, man. He seems like a nice guy.
Hey, we're all nice guys. We all got extreme love for the sport. But, unfortunately, one of us has got to go home a winner. One of us has got to go home a loser. They say win, lose, or draw, but they're usually in too many draws, man.
Yeah, I know that's right. So, like, say again?
Especially with the heavyweights, one shot can change a big moment.
Yeah, man, you big guys, you got so much fucking power in them hands. So, what was it, the Curtis Blades fight when it was just that short, choppy uppercut and he got knocked out easy, man, by Derek Lewis, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. So I wouldn't want to fuck with you big guys, man. It's just, too much. You guys are like super athletes to be able to be that big and that flexible. A lot of you super flexible and shit like that and be able to move your body in ways that, 250 plus pound human beings normally can't.
Oh, yeah, man. It's a whole different level of athleticism,
Yeah, man. I like, for instance, like the linemen in the NFL, I see some of them guys like jumping out of pools and shit, like from the 3 feet and just jumping out to the side. It takes a lot of athleticism and explosion to do shit like that. So hats off to you big guys, man. So tell me about your fight coming up, man. How are you preparing for this fight?
I kind of just started with the whole fight camp. The fight was just announced a few days ago. I'm coming off of a loss, so unfortunately, I cut open. I also ended up being having rhabdomyolysis. It's where your muscles deteriorate from overworking them. The fibers got in my bloodstream, clogged up my kidneys. Mandatory 2 weeks bed rest. Finally got the suspension and stuff cleared with the license. And, they say, hey, well, you want to do this fight against Mark Moses? Me and Mark Moses, we had talked about it a couple of times at a couple of the previous Cage Wars fight. You know what I mean? Like, just regular big dudes just talking shit to each other, puffing our chest out, pushing each other around. And then sure enough, they were just like, hey, let's make it happen for 52. So on a 3-week notice, we're both getting ready the best we can. Usually I wake up in the morning, hit the gym, do striking here and there. Planning to meet up with another Cage Wars vet, current super heavyweight champ, Malik Smith, tomorrow. We're having an all-day training session between the two of us and a couple other heavyweight guys. So getting where we can, get as much training in as I can and just, pull up on the fight and deliver.
Yeah, man. So do you got any butterflies? I know it's 3-week notice. Do you have any butterflies now, or do you traditionally get the butterflies like leading up to the fight?
Nah. I get a little bit of nerves every time right before going in. You know what I mean? Like, this will be fight 5, 6 for me. Fight 3 with Cage Wars. So, you know what I mean, man? It's similar, but obviously different seasoning every time,
Yeah.
Plus, I've seen Mark fight. I've seen him at the last, 2 events. I've seen him at Cage Wars 50. I've seen him at Cage Wars 51. I've reviewed some of his older footage with the street beefs and stuff. So, he's got got a lot of heart, that guy, you know. But you know, if you're judging two men by their ability to take a punch, man, I'm going all 3 rounds.
Yeah.
You know.
So you're saying he doesn't really have power in his hands for a big guy?
You know, I don't ever like talking shit. I'm just saying, you know, he went out in the second round on 51, the first round at 50. You know, definitely gave it his all. You know, put 110% in there. You know, went out on his shield. You know, hell of love for the sport, hell of love for him. You know, himself. You know, you always got to commend a guy who sits here and, you know, gives it his all in the heat of battle.
Bro, hats off to every single one of you motherfuckers that get in there, because you have to be a different type of person to sign your name and say, I'm going to fight this guy in this cage on this day at this time. You got to have some big balls. So shit, nothing but respect to all of you guys.
Oh, true, man. Yeah. And you know, this is like I said, this is a fight he asked for. This is a fight that, you know, we've been together on. So, you know, I've been messaging him back and forth almost every day. He's messaging me. I'm like, look, bro, train your fucking heart out. Do whatever you got to do. Make sure you make weight. Make sure you're staying healthy. You know what I mean? Don't overdo it. But 100%, when it comes time and that bell goes off, I'll dap you up before, after, in the middle, whatever it is. But I want heavy strikes, man. I want big swings, you know?
Yeah. So is that the type of fighter that you are, or you would consider yourself as a striker or brawler?
Yeah, I come from a boxing background traditionally. So, you know, I started with boxing back when I was 13. Nice. I've been to so many different gyms. I mean, I started at Demarest here, TNT. I went to APJ a couple of times, the Kingston PAL, like you name it. If it was a spot in Kingston that did boxing, I probably popped up in Poughkeepsie across the river, you know. I try to get in, like I said, wherever I can. You know, I've been to Floyd Patterson's a couple of times too, in and out of there. You know, so I come from more of a striking background. I just picked up jiu-jitsu maybe 6 months ago.
Yeah,
rough. You know, I'm getting a lot of it underneath my belt. I've dabbled in, you know, wrestling and Muay Thai, the jiu-jitsu, Aikido, whatever else before. But now it's kind of just like more dedication, more buckling down to it. You know, my jiu-jitsu really hasn't been put to the test. You know, I haven't done no gi competitions, no naga, no, you know what I mean? And it hasn't come up in any of my fights. You know, nobody's taken it to the ground.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been tested. And I said that the other night on Against the Cage, you know, if Mark Moses is the guy to sit here and wants to test some wrestling skills or some jiu-jitsu, I don't think he is. You know, he seems like a stand and trade kind of guy. He seems like the kind of guy who's going to stand dead center of the octagon and just, you know, all out brawl.
Hell yeah, man. That's shit. I'm definitely going to be watching. But so with jiu-jitsu, how hard is it for you, I guess, to drill and to roll being a bigger guy? Is there a handful of other bigger guys in the gym, or are you constantly rolling with people that are much smaller than you?
So generally, most people there are a lot smaller. And that's just a general at almost any gym I go to, whether it be striking or grappling. Like, there'll be a very select few guys that are over 200 pounds. You know, like, we're a rare breed, man. Like, I'm pushing 6'2". I'm currently 260. And there aren't too many of us that are, you know, that are around and that well seasoned too. Like, even at the gist place, there's maybe one other guy about my size, but he doesn't have like an MMA background like I do. He doesn't have a striking background like I do. So, you know, people get a little bit intimidated.
Shit, I can only imagine.
I'm not super flexible for a big guy. You know what I mean? If you want to tussle and get picked up and bodied or thrown in a choke, that's me. You know what I mean? But, you know, throw my leg over the back of your head, mess around with rubber guard and stuff. I know it. Don't get me wrong. I drill it. But, you know, I'm not out here every day, you know, doing the Kama Sutra, you know, leg behind the head or, you know, downward facing dog yoga poses and stuff.
I was just going to ask you, are you doing yoga, man? That shit is just so important.
No, that's it. Not for me, man.
It just makes you feel a little weird, man, sticking your butt up in the air and shit.
Yeah, not for me, man. Not for me.
Yeah, man, I feel you. That's my shit, though. I used to be like not even be able to touch my toes or like not even get down to my ankles and shit. And I started doing yoga, and it really helped me just expand my body, man. I just feel a lot better. I feel like my lack of better terms, like the rubber bands in my body has been stretched a little bit more, so I got a lot more give, so I'm not like fucking hurting and shit all the time.
Right.
Yeah. So you're a bigger guy, obviously. What the hell are you doing for cardio, man?
Oh man, dude. Well, listen, last time I overdid it. I overdid it, man. My general routine is I wake up in the morning. I hit Planet Fitness. I'm doing 30 minutes on the treadmill at no less than 5 miles an hour for the whole 30 minutes. I love being on the bike there. That doesn't mind me. I'll put that all the way up to level 18, and
you're just cranking.
Yeah, I'll power out 8 miles on that thing in a half hour, man. 400. That.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I got some pretty brolic calves for a big guy,
I can only imagine, man, being over there and getting on the treadmill. Do you got it on the incline?
Oh yeah, shit, always.
Yeah, all right. So treadmill that seems like the thing, man. Walking on a treadmill on the incline seems like a common thing for big dudes.
Oh, listen, a lot of us don't run. We're not hitting 10-minute miles, but you know what I mean? If you want us to walk uphill, we got you.
Just straight strength and power, bro. Because if you guys went and ran for 7, 8, 9 miles, that's a lot of weight being, unleashed on your joints and on your entire lower body. It's just too much.
Agreed, man. I agree.
Yeah. Do you do the Stairmaster?
Oh man, dude, that and the Jacob's ladder be killing me, man.
Man, so I do sprints on the Stairmaster. I started doing 30-20, so 30 on, 20 off, and just doing strictly nose breathing on the Stairmaster, and it's a motherfucker.
Let me tell you, man, if you do Jacob's ladder and you can do 1,000 on a Jacob's ladder, all power to you, man. All power to you. I'll be leaving that shit drenched in sweat, man. Even like 10 minutes on the Stairmaster, man. If I put that up at level 10, level 12, man, 10 minutes on that.
It's a bitch. That's 80. A bitch.
Dying.
Man, especially at 260 pounds, that's a lot of fucking weight to be going upstairs for that long.
Yeah, this will definitely be one of the fights where I'm coming in heavy. Mark's coming down from super heavyweight. He generally does super heavyweight.
Damn.
I gained some weight sitting on the couch and having the recovery, you know what I mean? It is weird just how it worked out, with the whole muscle degradation thing and stuff. So I'm building my strength up. He's coming down, so I'm hoping he's sticking to his cardio and his diet plan or whatever his coach is telling him to do.
Yeah.
So this one I'll probably come in, closer to that 260 range than generally. I usually come in like 245, 250 or something.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Maybe that extra 10 pounds will add some power too. You never know, man.
Yeah, shit, you never do know. So did you have the issue with the muscles because you were just pushing it too hard?
Yeah, so like prepping for the Jesse Pastor fight, man. I didn't know a lot about him. I just knew he had a karate background, man. So, I was sitting here 3 times a day hitting the gym, like hitting Planet Fitness, Mac, Crunch, whatever it is, 3 times a day for an hour, 2-hour session, doing my regular job, first thing in the morning. I do a lot of stocking and stuff. Like I'm a store manager, but I also do a lot of stocking. So like I'm lifting cases of water, 30-pound bags of dog food, 15-pound bag of cat litter. Like, you know what I mean? Like we pack everything out by the case too. So it's like I'm lifting whole cases like it's nothing, I'm just doing my regular day. But then that, hitting the gym, doing boxing, Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu, whatever else I'm doing in the mix of that. Because I do jiu-jitsu like 4 times a week for an hour session. I do Muay Thai at least once or twice a week, then a boxing class once or twice a week. So it's like I was definitely overdoing it. I mean, I felt fine, but like in the heat of the moment, I felt fine, man. Even with the eye and stuff, my eye was gushing blood, and everybody was so concerned. Like, I was all right. It was literally like the next day after the fight that it was just like, I was like, yeah, nah, I'm done tapping out right now, you know? And then, because I went to the hospital that night because everybody was like, no, you need stitches. Like, go to the hospital right now. And I still stayed behind and chopped it up with a couple of fans, took some photos.
Oh, that's what's up.
Oh no, dude, it's hilarious. Yeah, I got a real good photo with Mark. Like, you know what I mean? Because like we were boys, man. We chopped it up afterwards or whatever. You know, I took a couple pictures, signed a couple of bar napkins, whatever else, you know. And then I went to the hospital, and then that's when they gave me stitches or whatever else. I went to my local hospital here in my hometown the next morning because I felt a million times worse.
Oh, and then, shit, yeah.
They were like, yo, you have rhabdo. Like, they hit me with 5 bags of IV, so I was just sitting there while they just rehydrated me. I'm like, all right.
I bet you felt bomb as fuck after those 5 bags, though.
I felt pretty good afterwards, man. Like, but when I woke up in the morning, man, like, you know, especially as an athlete, you know when your body is, like, when you're not in sync with your body, man.
Yeah.
And it was like, just getting out of my bed and down the first flight of stairs in my house, it took me 15 minutes.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I'm fucked up right now. Like, you know, so off to the hospital I went, and they ran their tests and their scans and whatever else. And they were like, yeah, man, like, you got to take it easy for a week or two.
Yeah. And you said, how long ago was that?
That was, that was literally right after the fight happened. I went back to work Tuesday. The fight was on a Friday. Not that Tuesday right after, but like the following one I went.
Yeah.
So I had 12 days worth of rest.
And how you feeling now?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm not feeling as in shape as I normally do because I know I was just sitting around or whatever. I just got back to the gym and stuff. Like, you know, I'm using this as motivation. Like, that's what I love about fighting is like, if I have something to look forward to, okay, here's your next opponent. You know what I mean? That's what keeps me pushing, is because that to me is part of what makes you a true martial artist. Like, they go, all right, okay, this guy's a brawler. Now you got to learn, you got to learn whatever it is to defend yourself. You know what I mean? You got to have a game plan going in there. You go up against a guy who's got a purple belt in jits. You don't know nothing about jits.
You better stay your ass off that ground.
Better find out over the course of your 5-week training camp.
Oh, it's not enough.
Something, man, something.
Yeah, them motherfuckers in jiu-jitsu, bro. Purple belts, and if they're a purple belt, they're gonna fuck some shit up.
Right.
But shit, if you're a big ass dude with power, you know, shit like that, you could flatline a motherfucker easy. So,
that's the one thing about heavyweights, man. Look, 8 seconds turns the tide of a fight, man. One lucky shot.
Yeah.
You know? And that happens when you got 250 plus pounds behind a punch and you just put your all on it.
Yeah, with the torque, with the hips and putting your thighs, you know, just getting into it. That's a lot of motherfucking power coming from somebody. Yeah, that's why I don't fuck with them big dudes, man. I'll just walk away from you guys, man. Fuck all that. Oh, shit. Well, man, I appreciate you getting on Talk Smack with Mac MMA. You know, anytime I have somebody hop on a show, I give them a little bit of time to plug themselves. So if you want to let anybody know where to find you on like social medias or anything like that. But other than that, bro, good luck on your fight coming up April 29th. I hope you kick some ass. Good luck to Mark too on the other side. But yeah, this your time to shine.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yo, it's simple, guys. Follow me at Josh Depace. That's it. It's my name. Facebook, Instagram. You search my name, you will find me. I definitely want to take some time too and just shout out to all my coaches, my family, my friends. Shout out to my boy Tim Farrell. Shout out to Isaiah Williams. Shout out to Faith Santowski, my fiance. Shout out to Cage Wars for having me on. My boy Malik Smith for training with me and whatever else. Shout out to you, man, for having me up on the show. you know?
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Yeah, well, everybody keep an eye out for this fight coming up April 29th. Cage Wars 52 is about to be fucking going down. We got two big, strong motherfuckers stepping into the cage. They've been rambling for the last few weeks. Some shit's about to pop off, man. I appreciate it, brother. You have a good one.
Take it easy, man.